What if I told you that a simple Series 2024 $10 bill in your hand could be worth far more than just $10, not just a little more but sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands, and in very rare cases even much higher, and the truth is many people already had valuable bills but spent them because they did not know what to check. So before you skip this video you need to understand that the value is real and it depends on small details that most people ignore, and in the next few minutes you will learn exactly what makes one bill normal and another bill very valuable, and how you can check your own money step by step in a very simple way. The Series 2024 $10 bill is a modern United States note and it still has the same portrait of Alexander Hamilton, and it is made with strong paper, special ink, and many security features, but even with all this modern printing system mistakes still happen, and these mistakes are the main reason why some bills become rare and valuable. Because collectors always look for things that are different from normal bills, and even a small difference can change the value a lot. Most people think only old money has value, but that is not true. Even new bills like Series 2024 can be valuable if they have rare features, and sometimes new bills are even more exciting because they are still in circulation, which means anyone can find them in daily life, in shops, banks, or even from change, and that is why checking every bill is important if you want to find something rare. One of the most important things to check is the serial number. Every bill has a unique number printed on it, and some patterns in these numbers are very popular among collectors. For example, if all numbers are the same like E80680986G, it is called a solid serial and it can be worth a lot more than face value, sometimes over $1,000 depending on condition. And if the numbers are in order like E80680986G, it is called a ladder number and it is called a ladder number, and it is also very rare and valuable. Low serial numbers are also important. If your bill has a number like E80680986G or E80680986G, it can be very special, because these are among the first notes printed in a series, and collectors pay high prices for such notes. Even if the bill is modern, the rarity of the number makes it valuable. Another thing to look for is a star symbol at the end of the serial number. This is called a star note. It means the bill was printed to replace a damaged note during production, and because fewer star notes are made, they are more rare than regular notes, and some star notes can be worth 2 to 10 times their face value, and in special cases even more. Now the most important part is errors. Printing errors are the biggest reason a normal bill becomes very valuable, because errors are not supposed to happen, and when they do happen they are very limited, and collectors always want these rare mistakes. One of the most valuable errors is mismatched serial numbers. Normally both serial numbers on a bill are the same, but if they are different then it becomes a very rare error, and such bills have sold for very high prices, sometimes reaching tens of thousands of dollars and in rare cases even more depending on how strong the mismatch is. Another major error is double printing. This happens when the design is printed twice on the same bill. It creates a shadow effect where you can see duplicate images, and this type of error is easy to notice if you look carefully, and bills with strong double prints have sold for thousands and even over $100,000 in auctions. Missing print errors are also very valuable. Sometimes a part of the bill is not printed at all, like missing ink, blank areas, or even a completely blank back side, and these types of errors are rare because quality checks usually remove them. But if one escapes into circulation it becomes very valuable, often selling for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Misaligned printing is another common error. This happens when the design is not properly centered on the paper, and you may see the design shifted to one side or cut off at the edges, and while small misalignment may not be very valuable, strong misalignment can increase the value to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. There is also something called obstructed printing error. This happens when an object blocks part of the printing process, and it leaves unusual blank spots or marks on the bill, and these unique patterns make each error different, which increases collector interest and value. Condition is another very important factor. Even if a bill has a rare feature, its value depends on how good its condition is. A clean bill with no folds, no tears, and no marks is called uncirculated, and such bills always get the highest prices, while damaged or worn bills may lose a lot of value even if they are rare. If you want to check your own Series 2024 $10 bill, Start by looking at the series you printed near the portrait, then check the serial number carefully, look for patterns, repeating numbers, or special sequences, then check if there is a star symbol. After that, compare both serial numbers to make sure they match, and finally inspect the entire bill for any unusual printing issues like missing ink, double images, or misalignment. Many people do not check these details, and that is why valuable bills keep moving in circulation without being noticed. Someone might use a rare bill to buy something small without knowing its real value, and another person might receive it and also ignore it, and this continues until a collector finds it. Auction records show that even small features can increase value a lot. A bill with a simple but rare serial number can sell for over $1,000, a strong error bill can reach $10,000 or more, and rare major errors like double prints or mismatched numbers can go far beyond that, sometimes reaching very high prices depending on demand and rarity. It is also important to understand that not every unusual bill is valuable. Some marks or damage can happen after printing, and these are not considered true errors. Collectors only pay for errors that happen during the printing process, so you need to learn the difference between real printing errors and normal damage. Paper quality and color should also be checked. If the bill looks too faded or has ink that looks rubbed off, it may not be a printing error but simple wear and tear. Real errors usually have sharp and clear differences that stand out. Another useful tip is to compare your bill with a normal one. If you have two bills side by side, you can easily notice differences in alignment, color, and printing, and this makes it easier to spot errors. Collectors also look at print runs and production batches. Some batches have lower numbers of notes, which makes them more rare, and if your bill belongs to such a batch, it may have extra value, especially if combined with other features like star notes or special serial numbers. The reason these bills can reach such high values is simple: supply is very low and demand is high. Collectors are always searching for unique pieces to add to their collection, and when a rare bill appears, many buyers compete for it, which increases the price. Even though millions of bills are printed, only a very small number have rare errors or special features, and that is why they become valuable. It is not about how many bills exist, it is about how many rare ones exist. You do not need special tools to check your bill, just use your eyes and good lighting, and take your time to inspect each detail carefully. Small things can make a big difference in value. If you find something unusual, do not spend the bill, keep it safe and consider showing it to a currency expert or collector, because proper identification is important before deciding its value. Learning these details can change how you look at money. Instead of just seeing it as something to spend, you start seeing it as something to check and understand, and this simple habit can help you find hidden value in everyday life. Right now there are people who actively search through cash every day looking for rare bills, because they know that valuable notes are still out there, and anyone can find them, not just experts. The key is awareness. Once you know what to look for, you will never see a $10 bill the same way again. Every note becomes something worth checking, and every small detail becomes important. So whenever you get a Series 2024 a $10 bill, take a few seconds to check it, look at the serial number, look for a star, inspect the print, and check the condition, because that small effort can sometimes lead to a very big reward.